Lauro, is it true that you're going to get married? And not just to anyone, but to the daughter of an entrepreneur?
What? Mother?
So, when is she coming to visit us for our permission?
What do you mean, permission?
Permission for the marriage, of course. So, when is it going to be?
We're not going to be visiting you.
What? You're not coming to visit?
Of course we aren't. What makes you think we'd come visit you? Didn't I already tell you 8 years ago when I left that I'd never be coming back unless it was some sort of huge emergency?
What? You're seriously not coming? I mean, I guess this isn't an emergency or anything, but this is still an important moment in your life, right? Come on, Lauro. You're our son. Are you seriously not going to let us be a part of something as important as your marriage?
I may be your son by law, but you guys aren't an important part of my life anymore. I put all of that behind when I left. You guys are basically just a bad memory to me now. Anyways, I've already told you multiple times, but I have no intention of coming home.
Huh? Come on, Lauro. Why don't we just forget about all of that? You said it yourself. It's the past, right? Why don't we just start over anew as a happy family again?
I don't remember ever being a happy family. Seriously, can't you tell how I feel by how the only point of contact I have with you anymore is WhatsApp? I'm not you and Dad's puppet anymore. 8 years ago, I left you guys on the condition that I'd pay for the 30,000 euros of debt you two had. At that moment, I decided that not only would I never return to that house, but I'd never even return to that hometown. I was famous back there for being left to my own devices by my parents, and I don't have any friends because of it, which is why there's nothing tying me to that place anymore.
You say all that, but I see right through what you're planning, Lauro. To be honest, I'm impressed. Well, you are our son after all.
Huh? What in the world are you talking about?
Never mind. I understand what you wanted to tell me very well in this conversation. Do whatever you want. Get married for all I care.
You don't have to tell me. I'm going to get married with or without your permission. Bye. Hi, Rosita. Is now a good time?
Oh, hi, Lauro. What is it?
There's something urgent I want to talk to you about.
I'm in the train right now, so it's fine if it's by text. What's the matter?
You see, my parents found out that I'm going to get married.
What? But I thought you had cut ties with them and were careful that the information wouldn't leak.
Yeah, it looks like I was just really unlucky. You see, they just sent me a text earlier. This is just a guess, but I'm thinking that they find out through my aunt, who happened to have business with our company recently.
Oh, your aunt that believes that relatives should always stick with each other no matter what?
Yeah, that aunt. The one that keeps bugging me to make up with my parents and start things over with them. Seriously, why can't she just mind her own business? Anyways, I didn't notice, but apparently she saw me passing by while she was in the waiting room of our office. That's when she got a hold of one of our employees who didn't know about my parents and skillfully made him tell her everything about our marriage. Jesus, she really messed up big this time.
I see. It looks like it was pretty bad timing then.
Tell me about it. My parents didn't object to our marriage, but I got the feeling by how my mum was talking that she was up to something. I'm worried they might try and do something crazy now that they know about us. And I'm especially worried about you, since it seems that they know who you are now as well.
Do you think it's a good idea if we don't see each other in public for the time being?
I thought that as well, but that is the demerit of them having the chance to approach you while you're on your own. Seriously, what should we do about this?
Why don't we just turn in the marriage papers tomorrow?
Huh?
I think the best thing to do is to move our plans forward as much as possible, so that everything will be over before they have time to react.
That's a good idea. My mum and dad may seem like idiots, but they won't hesitate to act when a chance to steal some of my money's involved. They could already be on their way here for all I know. Well, let's turn in the marriage papers tomorrow then. It's not like the exact date we get married actually matters, right? Yeah, I'll especially take care of things as fast as possible now that they know about our marriage.
Alright. Meet me at the city hall tomorrow after we're done with work.
Yeah, got it. Sorry I have to go through this trouble just because of my parents.
Don't worry about it. It's not just your parents that are troublesome after all.
Thanks. It really makes me feel better hearing you say that.
No problem. See you tomorrow then.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Lauro? Why are you running away from us? But I only wanted to celebrate my son getting married, which is why I was waiting for you outside the city hall. You're so mean getting a taxi and running away from us like that.
You weren't waiting for me outside the city hall, but you followed me there from my office, didn't you? You probably heard from your sister about where I work, but the only person I talked to about turning in the marriage papers today was my wife, which means that you must have followed me.
So you found out. Well, there's no need to be so mad, is there, though? I mean, we basically already made up, right?
I don't know if you're joking or not, but just stop. I have no intention of getting back together with you two.
Come on, stop trying to act all tough. I mean, I understand very well now that even you, at the end of the day, are just someone who loves money.
Huh? What in the world are you talking about?
Your wife is the only daughter of an entrepreneur, right? Not only that, but she lost both her parents in an accident 2 years ago and was left with a massive inheritance.
Yeah, and what about that?
Lauro, it touches me to know that you care for us so deeply.
Seriously, what the fuck are you talking about?
You did amazing, Lauro. You're a genius, my son. Now that you guys are married, she's ours. My God, if only I had known sooner that I had given birth to a prodigy.
Would you please tell me first what you're talking about?
The wife's money is also the husband's money, right? And the son's money is also the parents' money. Which means that your wife's money is now ours. We're filthy rich now, Lauro, and it's all thanks to you.
No, that's not why I married her.
Come on, Lauro. There's no need to hide your true self to me. After all, I am your mother, right? Why don't the three of us use your wife's money to live a life of luxury from now on? But first, we need to do something about this debt of ours.
You seriously got into debt again?
Who cares if I got into debt again? We're going to pay it off with your wife's money. So could you please give me 100,000 euros from your wife's bank account?
100,000 euros?
You see, we were told by the strange man that if we gave him money, he'd give it back tenfold. And so me and your dad both gave him 5,000 euros for a total of 10,000 euros. We thought that it was an investment, but the money wouldn't quite return for some reason. We thought that we just needed to give him a bit more money, and before we knew it, I had spent 100,000 euros.
What the fuck are you doing? That's a scam no matter how you look at it. Seriously, you fell for something as easily seen through as that and threw away 100,000 euros. Just how much of a scumbag are you two?
Come now, don't get so mad, Lauro. Even me and your dad went pale when we found out that we were 100,000 euros in debt, but now we have your wife's money. I'm so glad you were kind enough to catch her for us, Lauro. Of course, we won't be so barbaric as to ask you two to let us live with you. Just give us 100,000 euros for now, and that's it. You probably won't hear from us again for a few months at least. Come on, don't be so selfish. 100,000 euros is probably nothing for someone like her, right? No one is going to gain from you holding back her money from us like this. All you'd be doing is making your parents disappointed in you for no good reason at that.
To think that someone like this is my parent. It makes me so embarrassed that I'd like my body replaced for another, if possible.
What?
I didn't pick my wife so that you two could pay off your debts.
Don't tell me, but Are you seriously so selfish as to use all that money for yourself and not give us any? I'm not going to forgive something as unfair as that, Lauro.
Say whatever you want. All I want is to have a happy family with my wife. There's no space for toxic parents like you in our family.
You ungrateful brat. I'm the one who gave birth to you, so technically everything you have is thanks to me, you know.
Hi, Rosita, sorry about earlier.
Oh, hi, Lauro.
Did anything happen to you once the taxi dropped you off at the station? I don't think my parents have the resources to hire other people to catch you, but...
Yeah, I'm fine, but I got on the train just like you told me, and...
Sorry, but I need you to stay on the train a bit longer. I'm going to reserve a room for you at the business hotel near the airport. So could you wait for me there until I come for you?
Alright. I can reserve a hotel room on my own, you know. I'll tell you once I decide which hotel I'm going to be staying at.
Sorry, you're right.
What are you going to be doing?
I've already finished preparing for our departure, but since we were only supposed to depart on the morning of the day after tomorrow, I left my passport and plane tickets at home. I need to go back first.
Yep, you can't get a flight without those.
Still though, to think that they were actually already on their way here yesterday when we had our conversation. Looks like I underestimated their determination when it came to stealing my money. I'm lucky that today was the last day at the office and the final few days until I resign. I'm going to be working remotely. Even my office laptop I have right now, they said I could just return to them by mail after I resign. I'll just hide somewhere until I flight and wait this out.
Is it alright if you're texting me like this right now? I have the feeling that your parents are looking for you as we speak.
It's alright. See, I've already left the house and now in an internet cafe. I'm pretty sure they won't find me here as I'm currently hiding in one of the most crowded areas of the city.
Really? That's good, I guess. I'm currently in an internet cafe right now. I told my company about what was happening, and they said I could work remotely from a hotel or something until our day of departure.
Oh, that's so? We're lucky the companies we work at are so understanding, eh? Seriously, I don't think that many employers would just believe it when you said your mother-in-law was chasing you so you had to hide.
Yeah, alright. I'll contact you again when I reserve a hotel room. Take care, alright?
Yeah, you too.
Lauro, where are you right now? We didn't have a place to stay tonight, so we thought that we would stay at your house, but you weren't there. Your dad got angry and he started banging on the door, and so one of your neighbors called the police on us. Thankfully, I was able to calm him down and drag him away before the police came, though.
You know even where I live?
Yup, my sister told me.
Huh? Your sister again? Seriously, just how resourceful is that woman if she could find my house like this? Does she have experience working at a detective agency or something?
Actually, she has, but that's not the point. I should have asked her to tell me last night and not today, since it seems it was already too late. Last night was a mess as well, you know. We used up almost all of our remaining money to get here, so we had to sleep in a park. We don't have any money anymore, so just hurry up and come home so you can let us in.
I don't live in that house anymore.
Huh? Oh, did you move to your wife's mansion or something like that? Alright, if that's the case, then we'll go there as well. Just tell me what the address is.
No, my wife already sold her mansion. She won't be able to sleep there tonight either.
What? She sold it? Why?
I don't know, ask her yourself because the two of us already got divorced.
Huh? But you only got married yesterday. What do you mean you got divorced? And here I thought that you were some sort of prodigy. I take everything nice I said to you back.
Don't blame me, because it's you and Dad's fault, you know. I mean, your eyes lit up with joy at the thought of her money, even though she was standing right in front of you. And you kept sending those texts of yours, even though my wife was sitting right next to me. And at the end, you even told me about your €100,000 of debt. Of course she'd want to divorce me. even if she liked me or whatever.
What? Couldn't your wife just take 100,000 euros out of her bank account and give it to us? 100,000 euros is nothing for her, right? Wow, what a selfish woman this ex-wife of yours is.
It's much better than a greedy parent whose only thought is of stealing your money, though.
What? Greedy? Me? But all I'm asking for is 100,000 euros to pay off our debt. Don't you think it's only natural for a son to pay off his parents' debt in situations like this?
So you don't even realise you're greedy? No, I don't think that asking your son to pay off all your debts for you is natural. Besides, my wife doesn't have 100,000 euros, so he wouldn't be able to give it to you even if he wanted to.
Huh? But I thought that she was the only daughter of an entrepreneur, and that she lost both her parents in an accident 2 years ago. She must have enough money to support the 4 of us for the rest of our lives, right?
No, actually, she's not swimming in money. You see, my late father-in-law had 3 other children with his first wife.
What?
You probably want to say now that even then she would have received a quarter of the inheritance, right? But see, my wife gave up her right of laying a claim on the inheritance.
What?
Apparently it's going to be a huge hassle for her since she was the daughter of her father's second wife. And it's not like she was in poverty and couldn't support herself or anything. Neither is she the type to waste money. Which is also why she doesn't want to have anything to do with scumbags like you and Dad who take out loans as if it was nothing and at the end of the day end up nothing but the dredges of society.
She called us the dredges of society? Hold on, Lauro. You need to hand over this ex-wife of yours to us. Not only did she not lay claim to her father's inheritance, but now she's insulting us? There's no way I'm going to just let this go.
I already told you we got divorced. There's nothing I can do to her anymore.
Fine, if that's the case, then you do something about our 100,000 euros of debt. The debt of the parents is the debt of the children.
Right, and which fucking law says that exactly? Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to get started on the work I had left to do.
Which means that you're in your office right now, right?
No, I'm working remotely today.
What? Remote work?
Yeah, which is why I don't have to actually be at the office to work. Today was my last day at the office and I'm going to be working remotely until the day of my resignation.
You're resigning?
I'll say this in advance, but since I've only been working here for a few years, the money I'm going to receive for the resignation, basically just a small gift. Please don't rely on my money, because I'm going to be unemployed soon.
Wow, I didn't expect this, I guess.
Alright, this is the last time I'm going to be contacting you, I guess.
But you were our last hope.
Bye.
How are we supposed to give back the 100,000 euros now?
First of all, I think I need to clarify that part about me and Rosita getting divorced was just a lie to buy us some time. It was a ploy to make my parents give up completely after I told them that Rosita didn't actually inherit any money from her father. I normally don't condone lying even at people I dislike, but this was my parents who we were dealing with, so I made an exception. A few days after this, I met my wife Rosita, who was waiting for me at the airport. We headed for England, where it was decided a few months ago that my wife would be relocated as part of her job. By the way, the part about me becoming unemployed was also a lie. I used the experience and knowledge I gained while working at my previous job to become a freelance worker, so I'm not actually unemployed. It was 3 weeks later when my parents found out that I'd lied to them. It seems that they intend to make me pay for their debt no matter what, and for some reason have brought along my aunt with them, and are currently searching for me in the capital city. Apparently both my parents and my aunt suddenly disappeared without a trace one day, but since I already cut ties with them, I'm really not interested in what happened after that.
Cedric, are you coming over again?
Huh? Feels like there's some kind of an annoying and gross presence that's come begging for me. Oh well, if it's not my 40-year-old shut-in sister, Robin. Are you still shutting yourself into that place of yours with no desire of ever coming out? You happen to have a penthouse on the top floor of that beautiful building, but it's all going to waste on you.
The only reason I'm never coming out of this room is because I don't ever want to run into you or your wife. I get that both Mom and Dad will let you into their lives all the time, but I hate having you guys around.
Huh? Why is that?
If I'm to leave my place at any point in time, you and your wife try to come in here and mess with things. And there are even times you both will come and take things of mine back to your guys' house.
You and I are family, so it's totally okay for us to have some of your things.
No, it's totally not fine. I've had to start going to the bathroom in my room in order to not ever have you guys coming in and stealing things from me. And when I'm hungry, I can only eat these emergency rations I've saved up so that I don't have to go out.
Huh? What the heck? You're a crazy woman. Hearing you say things like that about your lifestyle really makes me want to come over to your place even more.
What?
Hey, tonight I'm going to be staying over there. Please and thank you.
Huh? Go away. This is not the place that you and your wife can come over to and do anything you want at. And this doesn't only go for you two, but Mom and Dad as well, all right?
Huh? What the heck are you going on about now? Take a look at yourself in the mirror for me and tell me all that again.
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, it does. You are in your 40s now, yet you still plan on living in Mom and Dad's penthouse for the rest of time? You're like a parasite to those two.
Huh?
I don't want to hear your huh anymore. Listen, Robin, that penthouse is supposed to be going to someone like me, as I'm the older brother, which means that I have the right to choose who lives in there and who doesn't.
Wait, I really want to know what the frick is going on with you right now. This penthouse is not Mom and Dad's place, and it sure as hell is not going to become yours anytime soon.
Huh? I really want to know myself. What is going on with you? Like I've been saying, you have no right to still be living there. Mom and Dad still live in that place with you, which means that the place is theirs, right?
Did you already forget everything I explained to you before?
Oh, I know the story. About how that place happens to be your fiancé's, but as of right now, he's overseas and can't do anything about us here.
So you do remember what I was telling you about?
Do you think I'm actually gonna believe you have a fiancé who's overseas now? I've never even met this fiancé of yours before. And why the hell would he choose to go overseas when he should be thinking about marrying you? This must mean he's not real.
I told you that he was assigned to go overseas for work, though.
You're crazy.
Do you want me to get him on the phone right now and have him talk to you? I can ask him right now, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to do a video call with you so that you can see his face.
Ah, that's right. You're going on about your fictional boyfriend now.
What?
Come on now, you're too old for that crap, all right? It's sad for me to hear something like that about my little sister, to be honest. I guess you really are the kind of person who won't ever change their ways unless they are met with a cold, hard truth.
What are you talking about?
No worries, it's nothing. Well, I want you to enjoy whatever time there is left for you to be living as a shut-in here.
Isaiah, can you talk right now?
Hey, Robin. It's like 2 in the morning there right now, right? You don't have to call me all this time, all right? I don't want you to have to overdo things just because there is such a difference in time between us.
Yeah, I know. Normally I would have called you at an earlier time when you were just getting up or something. But this time I have something I needed to talk about with you when you're not still sleepy.
Well, if that's important, then maybe it was the right idea, calling me when I'm fully awake. Is it about your parents again?
Well, my parents are a part of this. Actually, they've gotten my brother and his wife involved now.
You kidding me?
At first, I was fine with only my parents staying here for a bit, but, well, they seem to keep sticking around in this house and have no plans of leaving. And I guess that's led my brother to think that he can stay here now.
So they think they could just move into a house that's not theirs and live there forever? I guess if they already have their things there, and there's no way of really forcing them out without some good reasoning.
I think so. When it comes to me letting my parents stay here at first, it was due to them not being able to pay rent on their place because it had gone up so much. And you said yourself that it was fine for them to come and stay for a while, so I let them move in. But while they've been here with me, my brother started to think that this place has been Mom and Dad's all along, and now he wants to live here too. Of course, it's not helping that my parents won't move out.
Kicking them out or asking for them to never come again is probably a really hard task for you to handle alone, right? I'm not talking about your parents right now, but just your brother and his wife.
I've tried that already, but my parents keep letting them in, forcing me to shut myself into my room while they're around. And what makes all of this worse is that when they've been coming over, they will take things, even from our room. I've had to start putting all the more valuable things in here with me and make sure to keep the room door locked at all times with me in here. Sometimes they'll be in the house for the whole day and I'll have to force myself to go to the bathroom in here and eat some of our canned foods. Right now my brother thinks I'm some sort of freak because I never leave my room anymore.
That's not good at all. And actually, if they're stealing things from the penthouse, you could call the police on them.
Well, I've been wanting to, but I thought it would be best to wait for you to come home since it's not my penthouse. And as of right now, it's a 1 versus 4 situation with me going against my whole family. Calling the police at a time like this would most likely make things worse for me.
Hey, Robin, out of all things you happen to have, how much of it is things that you could, never live without and would like to hold on to for as long as you can?
Huh? Let me think.
This isn't meant to be a trick question or anything. I just want to know how much you have that you would not want to lose.
Well, to keep the list short, I'd have to say clothing and jewelry that you've given me all this time and the engagement ring I have. Also my laptop that has all my work information on it and all of my backup hard drives and such. And also the pressed flower collection that I got from my grandpa before he passed away. What about that printer I have? Do you think that's something we could always buy again?
Good point. I think that could be bought again if needs be.
Well then, I guess those are the only things I'd never want to lose.
All right. Do you think you can fit all of those things into one large moving box or something like that?
Right. All of those things I've listed off aren't big or really that heavy on a way. So I could probably get them all into one decent-sized box. Can you tell me why you're asking me things like this?
Sure. I was planning on telling you what'll happen come morning over there for you. But well, I'll let you know now. Next week I'm planning on coming back to the States for a little bit.
Wait, really? Does this mean things are finally...
That's right. It seems that things have gone a lot quicker than I'd expected here, so... Well, I'll be able to stay in the US for about 3 months or so this time, so I was thinking during that time, you and I can figure all of this out.
Understood. Well, I'll do whatever I can here to start getting things off to a good start for us.
All right. If you can help me out with that box you'll pack up, with all the things you don't want to lose, that would help. Well then, do you think we can call it here for now? It's the middle of the night for you there, and I'm sure you're sleepy, right?
Well, I'm a little sleepy, actually.
Then you need to go to sleep. When there are more things for me to have you do, I'll send you the list and you can get started on them.
All right, then.
Maybe I'll send it in a few hours here.
Then I'll read it when I get up.
Please. Well, good night, Robin.
Good night, Isaiah.
Hey, Robin. Today I want you out of this penthouse.
What?
Mom, Dad, my wife, and myself all got together and had a little chat. You've been trying way too hard to get Mom and Dad's money, haven't you? You're also in your 40s now and still haven't gotten married. Instead dreaming about a fiancé that's not even real.
Did you ever stop to think that the reason I might not be married yet is because I happen to have a useless family that is always leeching off me?
You have no right saying that about us when you're an old hag that can't seem to tell lies from reality. To get you to wake up from that stupid dream about some fiancé you think you have, we're making you homeless.
So you're saying that the 4 of you are going to kick me out of this penthouse?
Well, when you say we're kicking you out like that, it makes the 4 of us look bad. I'm just trying to help my little sister get back to reality. And that requires us to be a little hard on you.
Well, I'm not even there anymore.
Huh?
I wasn't able to relax in that place while you and your wife were there. So, before having to deal with any of you guys anymore, I made my move.
Oh! Amazing!
All of the things in my room are no longer needed by me, so go ahead and take whatever you'd like from there. That goes for the whole penthouse as well.
Really? I see. And just so you're still aware, I'm gonna be taking over this penthouse now. So it was all gonna be mine whether you gave me permission or not.
Well, please take great care of Mom and Dad for me.
Like you did anything to care for them. All you were was a cruddy parasite to them that locked yourself away in their house. Goodbye forever. Hey, Robin! A freaking lawyer is here! He's been going on about whose place this is and whose name is on it. What the hell is all this about?
I'm sure that the lawyer has already explained that part to you, right? My fiancé, the one with his name on the penthouse, making it his, is asking you and the 3 other squatters there to get the heck out of his place right now.
What are you going on about? This is Mom and Dad's place?
I told you so many times already now that it's not.
But Dad said...
Both Mom and Dad had to end up stumbling into that place with me because the 2 of them are too stupid and hopeless to help themselves anymore. And after they started to force themselves to live with me long term, you start to think for no good reason that the place was Mom and Dad's and that you could come anytime you pleased. Are you starting to realize how stupid that was of you and that there's no way out of this now?
Huh? Why are you trying to blow so much smoke up my butt?
Are you kidding me? I'm not blowing any smoke. Dad was fired from his job almost a year ago.
He was fired?
He was at a party for work and there was a new employee that he wasn't really fond of, and so he decided to pour beer all over them. And well, that new employee just so happened to be the CEO's son.
The CEO's son?
Because of that, the company started to investigate Dad and found a full list of compliances that he'd been recorded causing. The company, after seeing all that, decided Dad was too far gone to be retrained or helped in any manner and chose to fire him.
What the heck?
After being fired, he was far too old for any other companies to want to hire him. And that led to him no longer being able to afford the apartment he was renting with Mom. So I went and asked my fiancé if it'd be okay for them to stay with me for a little while, and he said that was fine.
Are you being serious right now?
I really thought that by having that lawyer show up at the front door, you would have all realized that I was not playing around with you all, and neither is my fiancé.
Are you kidding me though?
I'm sure you've already heard this, but that penthouse is being set for sale. So you all go back to your apartment or wherever right now.
What?
And this means you'll be taking Mom and Dad with you as well.
No! You hold it right there! I've had enough of this crap from you. Luckily for my wife and I, we haven't gotten rid of our apartment just yet, so we can make things work. But it's not big enough for Mom and Dad to be coming there too.
Is that so? You've been in that penthouse for a month now, right? Have you not been the one taking care of Mom and Dad this whole time there?
I want you to come back and take these 2 hags with you.
That's not going to happen, though.
Why the hell not?
Because I'll be moving overseas with my fiancé soon to a brand new world without any of you guys around.
What? You're moving overseas?
He is still required to be overseas for work for some time now. So we've decided that the 2 of us are just going to buy a house there and that'll be our new home. He was actually able to get me a visa as well because he pulled some strings to make it look as though I'm already his wife. So the 2 of us will be going earlier than expected. We've already finished up our packing and everything.
No way, no way! You stop all of that right now and come back here!
I told you, that's not happening.
Bull crap! And do you really think you'll be able to live in a completely new country all alone? You're in your 40s now and have lived your whole life spoiled by Mom and Dad, never working a day in your life. You really think you can speak another language that'll allow you to live well? Good freaking luck!
You know that I'm a translator?
A translator?
I only started doing it after being proposed to by my fiancé, but I've learned that I am really good at it.
Are you... You're kidding.
I've been with my fiancé for over 5 years now, by the way.
What?
I told him that the reason I didn't want to marry him yet is because all my family is toxic and I didn't want him being dragged into all your guys' drama. But he was very accepting of that and told me he'd wait until I'm ready to be his wife. He's so loving and he has always been there to take care of me. He even let me stay in his penthouse this whole time while he's been overseas.
Wait,
And, well, seeing that he's even gone to lengths to get me to move to another country with him, I have an answer.
wait.
Once he and I are on that plane heading to our new house, I'm never coming back to the US.
I told you to freaking wait!
And with that, goodbye forever. A few days after that, my older brother and his wife got a divorce. I guess that his wife started to realize the risks of living with him as her husband were getting way too high and made her choice on the matter. And as for that apartment she'd been living in with my brother, it happened to be under her name. My brother and both my parents were kicked out of her place then and forced to become homeless for a few days as they marched over 20 miles to get to a family friend of theirs' house. They were allowed to all reside there for a little while, and while doing so, it seems that my dad started to look for work again online. I thought that luck was on their side this time and that they would finally be able to get back on their feet, but that's when I found out the three of them have loads of debt. And by the looks of it, those three are never going to be able to break free from this life of never having any money, and should get acquainted with life as poor people. As for myself, I received my visa and was able to leave the US with my fiancé. He was so happy to finally have me for good this time, and wanted me to know he'd never leave my side again. And when we touched down in a new country, away from my family, he asked me if we could get married that month, and I said yes. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Sylvia, just because you changed your WhatsApp ID doesn't mean that I won't be able to find you, you know. Sylvia, answer my calls. Hurry up, there's something really important I need to tell you.
Huh? Who is this? I don't remember exchanging contact information with anyone recently.
Huh? You don't even recognize your ex-wife you used to love? You're a failure of a man, Sylvia.
My ex-wife? Is this Sarah?
Yes, I got your WhatsApp ID from a mutual acquaintance of ours. Seriously, I had to give you a hint before you found out who I was? That's a bit too rude, Sylvia. It's like we didn't spend 4 years loving each other.
But it's already been 8 years since we got divorced. I think it's only natural that I don't recognize you by text, unless you tell me who you are first. Speaking of which, you really shouldn't start off your conversations with people like that. At least introduce yourself first, you know?
What? I'm not here for you to give me a lesson on manners. I'm here because there's something important I need to tell you. Hold on. All your gibberish made me forget what it was.
Alright, tell me when you remember what it is then. But still, to think that you'd contact me on my new WhatsApp account after all these years. Just what is it that you want with me? I can already tell that you're up to something.
Huh? You're the one who's going to talk to me like that? Like I'm the bad guy here? You don't have the right, because you're the one who's being very mean to me right now.
Huh? We haven't met even once since we got divorced. What do you mean I'm being mean to you?
Stop trying to act like you don't know. You know very well what you did to me.
Look, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about right now, Sarah. Just tell me what exactly it is that I did to you that was so mean.
I heard that you were getting married again. Don't try to act all innocent on me.
It's been 8 years. It's only natural that I'd find someone else I'd want to marry in that time.
What even is that? Then what was the alimony I paid you for? This wasn't part of the deal, you know.
What? What in the world are you even talking about, Sarah? The alimony? What does the alimony you paid me have anything to do with me getting married again?
If you've got another woman, then it means that you were just like me at the end of the day, right? Then it doesn't make sense that I'm the only one who paid an alimony. Why was it just me? I didn't know you were going to marry another woman when I paid you that money. I thought that the money was to make sure that I was the only woman you loved until the day you died.
That's not exactly how alimonies work. Besides, could you please not make this sound like I cheated on you? That's what you did to me 8 years ago, and this is completely unrelated, because the person I'm going to marry soon is someone I started going out with after we got divorced. Unlike what you did to me, this isn't cheating. Don't put me on the same level as you, because I would never do something despicable like that.
You're not doing anything despicable? And how exactly did you come to that conclusion? But you're doing something despicable right now as we speak.
Huh? I don't see how you can consider what I'm doing on the same level as what you did to me 8 years ago. There's no rule saying that you have to love your ex-wife forever if she pays you an alimony. What even is that anyways? It makes no sense whatsoever.
I'll explain it to you. You used to be married to me in the past, which that means you have a duty to love me for the rest of your life, right? Of course, I'm not going to be so unfair as to say that you only have to love me and not the other way around, because I love you as well.
What? You love me, but you started going out with another man while you were still married to me. Don't just pretend that what you did 8 years ago never happened.
I told you over and over and over that the only one I love is you. But you're the only one who didn't believe what I told you and stole my money, divorcing me in the process. I told you already that that man was just a friend of mine, didn't I? But you kept insisting that I was cheating on you.
What do you mean I stole your money? All I did was exercise my legal right as a husband who was cheated on, and the court found that I had the right to make you pay me alimony.
Stop making it sound so complicated. This is how you confused me and stole 30,000 euros from me 8 years ago, but I'm not going to fall for that again. I'm going to make you do what I say this time.
Look, what in the world are you talking about? You keep talking, but you haven't even said what you wanted with me yet.
Give me back the 30,000 euros I gave you 8 years ago.
Huh?
You had the opportunity to get back together with me after we got divorced, but you decided to betray me and are now trying to get married with another woman, which means that you have to give me back that alimony I paid you. If you do that, I'll forget about how you were trying to marry another woman, and I'll let you marry me again instead.
What in the world are you talking about?
Huh? What do you mean, what am I talking about? Isn't it completely obvious what I'm telling you right now?
Everything between you and me finished 8 years ago. Once we got divorced that day, we became strangers that would go on different paths in life. It's none of your business who I met after that and who I'm going to marry as well. I don't know what you think, but at least that's how the majority of people view things when it comes to divorces.
I don't care what the majority of people in society or whatever thinks. And that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm trying to say that I don't understand what kind of thought process you might have trying to marry another woman when you're still in love with me. Which is why I want you to give me back that alimony I paid you 8 years ago.
I'm sorry, who said that I still loved you? All my feelings for you completely evaporated when I found out that you were cheating on me 8 years ago. That's why we got divorced. Can't you understand even that?
You're lying right now, right, Sylvia? Of course you still love me because I still love you.
No, I'm not lying. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but that's not how love works. To be honest, I'd almost completely forgotten about you, until you suddenly just texted me out of nowhere like this. It's a shame, because I was almost about to completely forget about the disgusting memories I have of 8 years ago. I want to find happiness with my current fiancé.
No, you can find happiness with me. Seriously, why get married with another woman when I'm available?
You're a nuisance, Sarah. Don't contact me again.
What? You're joking, right? Fine, you don't have to marry me anymore. Just give me back the 30,000 euros. Sylvia, answer my calls. Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. I found out the date your wedding ceremony was going to take place. That being said, I'm going to be your bride for today. You see, I even prepared a wedding dress. I'll forgive those insults you gave me the last time we talked, because I know you didn't really mean it. Of course, on the condition that you choose me as your bride. If you want me to forgive you for insulting me, then you have to marry me again. Give me an answer once I enter the chapel, alright? I mean, it's not like I need to ask, because of course you're going to choose me, right? Sylvia, just what in the world is the meaning of this? Did you trick me or something?
Jesus, how many texts did you send me? Hold on, what do you mean I tricked you?
Huh? Tell me, but did you seriously not read the texts I sent you at noon?
I didn't see them. I was on an international flight when you sent me those texts, and I only got off the plane now.
Huh? An international flight?
We're gonna have our wedding abroad, so I got on a plane from Haneda Airport.
You're having the wedding abroad?
I'm looking at these texts you sent me right now, but seriously, what in the world are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Our wedding is just about to start now. It's not even in the country, so...
Huh? What are you talking about? The wedding ceremony is going to be today, right? I heard that you were going to have the wedding at YT Hotel.
Well, yeah. We're gonna have our wedding at YT Hotel, but...
So I was right.
Which YT Hotel did you go to?
Of course, the one in Tokyo. Why?
Could it be the case that you didn't know that YT Hotel is an international chain with hotels around the world?
Huh?
The wedding ceremony we're going to be having is going to take place at a YT Hotel abroad. If I give you any hints, I get the feeling you'll come all the way here, so I won't tell you the country we're in, though.
What?
Don't tell me, but did those crazy texts you sent me earlier mean you barged into another person's wedding ceremony at the YT Hotel in Tokyo?
So does that mean that I barged into someone completely unrelated's wedding?
That's what I'm asking you right now, but judging by the text you sent me, it looks like you did. That's not our wedding venue, Sarah.
You've got to be kidding me. Sylvia, give me back that 30,000 euros you stole from me. Hurry up, I need it now.
Seriously, you're still talking about that.
I mean, it's so unfair. Why did I have to pay you an alimony when you don't have to?
You see, I contacted some of our mutual acquaintances for the first time in a long time, but I heard that after you got divorced with me, you messed up again, and your parents finally cut ties with you. That true?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I heard you tried to seduce your boss who had a wife and children, and then his wife found out. Now she's making you pay her an alimony of 30,000 euros.
Why did they have to tell you that? Who told you that anyways?
I'm not telling you. Apparently your parents paid the 30,000 euros I asked from you when we got divorced for you, on the condition that you would never do something like that again. You broke your promise and committed adultery. Again, didn't you? That's when your parents cut ties with you and left you to deal with this new alimony on your own. Then you suddenly remembered that I existed.
Yeah, if I got married with you again, I thought that I would be able to pay off this new alimony with that 30,000 euros I gave you 8 years ago. To think that I went through all that effort to find out where you were because I thought that I could rely on you. But suddenly, I heard that you were going to get married again. Do you even understand how much that hurt me when I heard that?
First of all, that wasn't your money that you gave me, it was your parents', so you have doubly no right to ask for that money back. And second of all, everything between me and you already finished 8 years ago. If I'm going to be kind here, I can kind of understand why you'd feel interested in what was happening to me after all these years, even though it is a bit annoying for me. But wouldn't someone usually give up when they hear that their ex-husband had plans of getting remarried? You, on the other hand, have made a huge commotion.
Yeah, but the fact that you're trying to marry another woman even though you still have feelings for me, that's cheating no matter how you look at it.
I already told you before, right? All my feelings for you completely evaporated when I found out that you were cheating on me. I told you this, but you ignored me and are now making a huge mess, even involving people that are completely unrelated to the two of us. Seriously, just what in the world is going on in that mind of yours? What's your objective even?
But I already told you that. I want you to give me back the 30,000 euros you stole from me and get married with me instead.
You had to pay that alimony I asked of you when we got divorced because you betrayed me, your husband, by going out with another man. This is 100% not happening. But even if we were to get back together, me giving you back that money doesn't even make sense.
Huh?
Oh, and this is very important. We already turned in the marriage papers.
Of course. You wrote my name as your wife's name, right?
You've been listening to a word I said.
You didn't?
Of course I didn't. What part of what I said to you just now made you think that I wanted to get back together with you? Seriously, I'm not even joking right now. I think there's something seriously wrong with your head. You should probably visit a psychoanalyst or something, because that's not how a normal person would think.
But at this rate, it's not going to be just 30,000 euros that I have to pay. The wedding ceremony of these strangers I ruined by accident. They're making me pay for all the wedding expenses. Not only that, but when they were trying to catch me at the wedding venue, I resisted. I made a mistake and ripped apart the wedding dress I borrowed. They're telling me I have to pay for that as well. Oh, and the equipment I broke at the wedding venue. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I need a lot of money right now. Which is why I want you to give me back that 30,000 euros you stole from me, and I want you to get back together with me and share some of this burden. Don't you pity me even a bit?
That all you had to say?
Huh?
All of what you've been saying up until now has been selfish and arrogant. Not only that, but it seems like you're delusional on a dangerous level as well. You think you can get whatever you want if you just cry loud enough, right? No, I don't pity you, Sarah. On the contrary, you make me sick. I didn't like you ever since I found out you cheated on me, but now I think I don't like you even more, if that's even possible.
What?
Sorry, but I think I'm gonna go relax with my wife in our hotel room now. I don't want you bothering us any more than you already have, so I'm gonna block you.
Fine. Then at least give me 30,000 euros. I'll forget about you cheating on me if you do that. Come on, Sylvia. Don't you see that I'm trying to come to a compromise with you right now? It's just 30,000 euros. Are you even reading these texts? Sylvia, did you actually just block me? But...
Me and my wife got married abroad just as we planned, and went home after that, but it seems that my ex-wife Sarah was having a pretty rough time while we were doing this. She tried to run away and not pay the money she was being asked for, and fled to a house for relatives, but her relatives already knew what was happening to her, so now she's just surrounded and had nowhere to escape. Since she was deemed untrustworthy and would 100% attempt another escape, her parents had to come and get her against her will. It didn't change the fact that they had cut ties with her, and of course they weren't going to pay the money she had to pay in her stead, but they did send her to live in a temple in the mountains. This had 3 meanings. First, she was sent there so that someone would keep watch over her far away from society so that she wouldn't cause anyone any more trouble. Second, she was sent there to make sure that she wouldn't be able to escape before she paid off the money she owed. And third, she was sent there in hopes that she might one day change and become a better person. During the afternoon, she works at a factory near the foot of the mountains. And during the days and nights, she was forced to undergo strict training with the other monks at the temple. Apparently, it's been decided that she would spend at least the next 20 years of her life there. I only hope that she becomes at least sane enough as to not harm other people once she leaves.
Santa? Hey, why did you reply to my wedding invitation saying that you wouldn't come? Why didn't you say you would come? I mean, it's my wedding. Don't you remember that I was a legendary idol back in middle school? So even if you do have other plans, it's only natural that you prioritize my wedding over that. Can't you understand even that? Come on, we're already adults, Santa, and you still haven't learned any manners. because it looks like you're still as rude and disrespectful as you were back in middle school. Besides, I did write it on the invitation I sent you, didn't I? Everyone needs to come to my wedding, and I'm not going to accept any absences. The only reason I sent an invitation in the first place is because it's tradition. It's not like I'm actually asking you guys whether you're going to come or not. I mean, of course everyone is going to come. Why would I even need to ask that? Oh, and since I was an idol back in middle school, everyone needs to give me a wedding gift of at least 1,000 euros. By the way, there are people I sent an invitation to whose contact information I don't have. Tell them what I told you right now and make sure that they come with at least 1,000 euros, all right? All right. I'm counting on you then, Santa. Hey, Santa, is now a good time? There's something I want to talk to you about Sierra's wedding. She sent me these really confusing texts out of nowhere, and I wanted to ask your advice on it. Oh, hi, Armida. Yeah, I can talk now. You're talking about how she's making everyone come to her wedding, right? Oh, so she sent you a text too? To be honest, I was a bit confused when she said that the school's idol was going to get married, but then I realized that she was talking about herself. Yep, apparently she still thinks that everyone back at school loved her or something, when in reality it was the exact opposite. I was working when she sent me those texts, so I just ignored it and haven't replied yet, though. What exactly did she say to you? It looks like she got mad at me for replying to her wedding invitation saying that I wouldn't come. Apparently she's going to make me come to her wedding or something. She said that she only sent out those invitations because it's tradition, and in reality she wasn't going to accept anyone saying that they would be absent. Oh, and apparently we all need to bring her a wedding gift of at least 1,000 euros, or else. Whatever that means. Seriously, does she still think we're still kids in middle school that she can boss around? Well, it looks like Syria at least hasn't changed much from our days back in school. It looks like she basically sent the same thing to you as she did to me then. What? You had Syria's contact information? I never did, but my sister was in the same grade as her during both high school and middle school. For some reason, she made my sister give her my contact information, even though they didn't get along back in school. That's also part of why she was able to send wedding invitations to the both of us. I see. Your sister should have just ignored her, but I guess that's easier said than done. You were both in the art club, right? Is that how she was able to contact you? Yep. We only exchanged contact information once we graduated, though. You see, one of the junior club members won an award, and her paintings were going to be displayed at a venue near Sierra's house. We both went, and that's when we exchanged contact information. We met each other by accident, and even though I didn't want to, she made me give her my contact information. She literally wouldn't let go of me until I gave it to her. I regret giving in to her that day. I should have just told her to back away and called the police on her if she wouldn't stop. Wow, so she seriously does still act like she did back in middle school. I wanted to block her, but I thought it would be scary if I suddenly bumped into her again if I did that, so I left it as is. But I guess there's really no point in keeping her unblocked now that I already moved far away and there's basically no chance that we'll ever see each other again. I can understand how you must have felt, but don't you think it's a good idea to keep her unblocked for just a bit longer? It seems like she's up to something, so I think it's a good idea to keep some sort of watch on her. I agree. I mean, it's not like she can do anything to us anymore besides annoying us with texts. Anyways, you and your sister aren't going to be going to her wedding, right? Of course we're not. I mean, it's my sister's wedding that day, and we're going to be in Okinawa. Besides, I wouldn't go even if I lived right next to the wedding venue or something. In fact, I would probably take a trip to make sure that we wouldn't meet if that were the case. I thought so. I mean, maybe if she had at least grown up and gotten a bit more mature, but obviously that hasn't happened. It looks like Sierra just never grew up. You're not going to go either, right, Santa? Yep, I'm going on a family vacation to Hokkaido, so I won't be able to go even if I wanted to. I thought so. Besides, don't you think it's strange how she's sending out these wedding invitations when it's only 3 weeks until her wedding ceremony? Yeah, I heard that wedding invitations should be sent out at least 3 months in advance. It's that selfish and arrogant Sierra we're talking about. I bet she's up to something. I mean, seriously, I bet she's just doing this to annoy all of us and make us come to her wedding on short notice. Yep, that was what I thought as well. Well, for now, I guess I'll just try and ignore her and not reply to her texts. She sent the wedding invitation to my parents' house, and she wrote my name with my maiden name, so she probably doesn't know that I already got married and moved far away. Besides, what bothers me the most is that just because she was superior back in school, she thinks that she's still superior even now. I don't give a fuck how you were an idol back in middle school, Sierra. Yep, my thoughts too. I'll tell my sister that she should just try and ignore Sierra as well. Yep, I think that's a good idea. Thanks for listening to what I had to tell you. Now that I think about it, I think we're just making a big deal out of nothing, and we're just acting this way because someone unpleasant from our past suddenly just reappeared. I mean, it's not like she can actually do anything to us anymore, right? I actually think now that just blocking her and forgetting about all of this would be the smartest thing to do. But that would be boring, right? And knowing you, Santa, you'd never pass up on a chance for free entertainment. You know me so well. Well then, see you later, I guess. Text me if Sierra texts you with anything weird again. Yep, I will. See you later. Santa, I have news regarding Sierra. I think you'll find this very interesting. Huh? It looks like this has become quite the troublesome situation while we weren't paying attention. What's the matter? Well, you see, it looks like Sierra is going to marry my sister's ex-boyfriend. What? Your sister's ex-boyfriend? A friend of my sister's told us about it. Apparently, her ex-boyfriend's parents got divorced when he was in his first year of college, and now he's going by his mother's last name. That's probably why my sister didn't notice anything, even when she took a look at the groom's name on the wedding invitation. Does that mean that... Yep, Sarah's sending my sister texts, rubbing it in her face, saying how she must be so mad and jealous. At first, my sister was confused as to what Sarah was trying to tell her, but she didn't even bother explaining herself, but now we know what those texts were about, I guess. I see. Anyways, me and my sister are currently on our way to Okinawa by plane. Oh, you said something about that, right? Yeah, apparently my sister's going to block Sierra while we're in Okinawa. I don't know if this is going to affect you guys or something, but I thought I would just tell you. Yep, understood. Oh, and tell your sister congratulations on her wedding. She was the real idol of our school and not Sierra after all. I will. I'll be going then. Yep, take care. Hi, Santa. Today's the day of my wedding. The entire school's idol is about to get married. Hello, Sierra. You understand well what I'm trying to tell you right now, right? Yes, the entire school's idol is about to get married. Is that correct? You keep leaving my texts unread, but it looks like you do understand after all, huh? If that's the case, I'll forgive you for being so impolite to me until now. I'm really looking forward to the wedding. All right, I'm going to drive now, so goodbye. Yep, make sure you entertain us, all right? You were always so funny back in school, Santa, even though you just looked like some cold and detached kid. Santa? Hey, Santa! Why aren't you at my wedding? The wedding ceremony has already started. Did you get into an accident or something? Huh? But didn't I reply to your wedding invitation saying that I wouldn't be coming? What made you think that I was going to come to your wedding? I already told you I only sent out those wedding invitations because it's a custom. I wasn't actually giving you a choice as to whether you're going to come to my wedding or not. Those weren't invitations, they were orders. Everyone I sent an invitation to needs to come. I already prepared your seat for you, so come here right now. Oh, and bring the others with you as well. Bring with you everyone you can get a hold of. Jesus, not one person that's not a relative I sent an invitation to came to my wedding. I know. This is all your fault, isn't it? You forgot to tell them about my wedding like I told you to, didn't you? Jesus, Santa, after all these years, you're still a huge idiot. What do you mean those invitations were in order? Would you please explain? Because as far as I know, you don't have any authority over us. What did you just say to me? I'm the entire school's idol. Always was and always will be. Of course you have to do what I tell you. Isn't that obvious? Just hurry up and come with as many people as you can. Okay, and what exactly are you going to do if I don't follow your orders? Besides, I'm currently on a vacation with my family, and so I'm nowhere near our hometown. I wouldn't be able to come even if I wanted to. Huh? A family vacation? Yes, I'm on a vacation with my husband and children. Your husband and children? You got married, Santa? Yes, I got married to a colleague of mine 4 years ago. 4 years ago? But this is the first time I'm hearing anything about this. Why didn't you tell me anything about this? As your senior, you know that you have to get my permission first before getting married, you know? I've heard of getting permission from your parents for a marriage before, but I've never heard of getting permission from your seniors back in middle school. What country's custom is that, Sarah? And besides, we aren't really that close, so I didn't really bother telling you about what was happening in my life until now. Huh? What do you mean, what country's custom is that? I grew up here in Japan just like you idiot. Hold on, we're off topic. You said that you would come to my wedding, right? Just 2 hours ago. What? I don't remember saying anything like that, though. You said that you were looking forward to my wedding. Oh, that's what you're talking about. But I never said I was looking forward to your wedding, did I? All I said was that I was looking forward to the wedding, and I wasn't talking about your wedding, Sarah. Huh? What, you cheeky little brat. It looks like you haven't changed since middle school, huh? Everyone found your little jokes funny back in middle school, but I, for one, found it completely obnoxious. Sorry, but it was kind of your fault. You said it yourself, didn't you? That today was going to be the wedding of the entire school's idol? Yeah, that's my wedding, right? Who else did you think I was talking about? Sorry, I didn't realize that you saw yourself in that light. I completely thought that you were talking about Armita's sister. Did you hear that she was a local idol in our hometown until she retired 2 years ago? Huh? A local idol? This is the first time I'm hearing this. Yes, and today's going to be her wedding. They're going to send me pictures and videos of the wedding later. That's what I meant when I said I was looking forward to the wedding. What? You knew what I was trying to tell you, and you were just messing with me, weren't you? Wasn't that what we were talking about 2 hours ago? It looks like we each were thinking about different marriages. Of course not. Hold on, you're playing dumb right now, aren't you? Cut it out. The only idol around here is me. Huh? Today is going to be my wedding, the idol of the entire middle school's wedding. You were everyone's idol? According to who? According to me. Not only was I at the top of my class, but I was also funny and pretty. I don't quite get what you're trying to say right now. I heard that Armita's sister was the top of your class, and as for you being smart and pretty, well... Huh? Are you trying to say that I'm not smart and pretty? Also, Armita's sister was only the top of our class officially, but I was the only one who knew that she was always cheating on her tests. There's no way someone that dumb-looking is actually smart. I mean, ask anybody from our school who our idol was, and the first person they'll tell you about is Armita's sister, who was a local idol in our hometown until 2 years ago. Apparently her stage name is Angela. I also heard that she was in the same grade as you during school. Huh? Angela? Hold on, are you talking about Enrica? Oh, yeah, her real name was Enrica, right? What is the meaning of this? Who's Enrica going to marry anyway? Is he rich or poor? Give me a moment to remember. I heard that he was the next in line CEO of a large entertainment company. Huh? What even is that? Why? But I just stole her handsome boyfriend from her and am now about to marry him. To think I was planning on hosting a lavish wedding ceremony today and rubbing in her face how happy I was. But this new guy of hers is so much better than mine. This is so unfair. I want an exchange of husbands. There's not really any point in telling that to me. I keep trying to text her, but all my messages are unread. Yes, but I don't have Enrica's contact information either. I only have her sister's contact information. You useless brat! If it's come to this, then I guess I'm going to have to barge into Enrica's wedding and steal her groom from her. Do you even know where the wedding is taking place? Tell it to me! Sorry, but I don't know either. Why not? Enrica is your friend's sister, right? Yeah, but they invited mostly people that worked with Enrica over her years during her career as an idol. It seems that they're keeping the details a secret so that fans wouldn't try and barge into the wedding. Is that so? Fine. I don't need you anymore. You really are useless, Santa. Santa? Help me. I need you to come and help me right now. You weren't of use to me the last time we talked, so I need you to be useful now. Oh, and apologize to me for getting married without my permission first. What is this suddenly, Sarah? My wedding ceremony was ruined. Is that so? I'm sorry to hear that. You see, my husband found it strange how none of the people I invited came except for my relatives. And so he canceled the marriage because I was untrustworthy or something. What even is that? It's not my fault that all my friends back in school stabbed me in the back. Not only that, but apparently his grandfather hired a detective agency immediately. And now they're also talking about how I have a terrible past or whatever. The marriage was canceled because you guys didn't come. Not only that, but they're making me pay for an alimony and for the wedding ceremony's cancellation fees. What did I do wrong? Sarah, this is probably going to be our last conversation, so I'll be straight with you right now. What is it? Do you know what people from my grade called you behind your back? What? I don't know. The school's idol or something? No, they called you the narcissistic wannabe idol. Huh? What part of me is narcissistic? But didn't you realize it yourself when no one came to your wedding? The truth is that no one really liked you back in school, Sarah. What? That's all I can tell you, Sarah. Can I go now? No, that's not what I came to talk about. There's still something I need to tell you. You see, I went to Enrica's house yesterday and I saw this handsome man who I immediately knew was Enrica's new husband and tried to seduce him. But apparently he was someone completely unrelated and his wife called the police on me. My parents found out about this and they're furious. If you're talking about Enrica's parents' house, they already sold it half a year ago and moved to another area. I didn't know anything about that. Besides, the invitation I sent to their house definitely reached Enrica and her sister. But I heard that as long as you tell the National Post system, they'll send letters addressed to you, but to your old address to your new address. But they didn't tell me anything about this. Sarah, while in school, for some reason you viewed Enrica as your rival, even though she didn't think the same towards you, causing you two not to get along, right? I don't understand why you expect her to tell you about what's happening in her life despite that. Seriously? Well then, I really don't have any more information I can give you, so goodbye. Wait, I'm going to block you now, okay? At first, I wondered why she kept just sending me texts, but I found out later that everyone else she had exchanged contact information with at school had already blocked her. I blocked her after our last conversation as well, as I felt there was really no point in me talking to her anymore after everything had happened. I heard about what happened to her after that from a friend who's still living in our hometown. It seems that Sarah's husband canceled their marriage and made her pay for the wedding ceremony's cancellation costs on top of an alimony. Just like she told me, but it seems that her relatives, including her parents, took this opportunity to cut ties with her once and for all, as it seems that it wasn't only the people at school she was always annoying. Because of this, she had to quit her job since she'd only gotten into that company in the first place thanks to her father's help. Now, all alone, she no longer had anyone to rely on for money, and so she decided to risk it all and go to the capital. Apparently, she found a job selling her body to men, And so she does this every day, slowly paying back the debts she owes.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.